not a lot in dispute here, Your Honour. Finn Kelly has pled guilty to multiple crimes, including the attempted poisoning of students at Erinsborough High School and the deliberate hit and run of Chloe Brennan and Xanthe Canning. He pled guilty to locking 3 terrified women into a shipping container where he left them to die. Finn Kelly has stalked, deceived, and terrorized his victims for years. His crimes are so deliberate, so heinous, that a custodial sentence should be guaranteed.
Finn Kelly's many crimes would typically justify a prison sentence. However, Your Honour, Finn Kelly's case is far from typical. In fact, it more than meets the standard for special consideration. Finn's medical condition, retrograde amnesia, means that the prosecution wants him to be held accountable for things that he has no memory of. You would be sending him to prison to reflect on crimes that he can't even remember committing. Punitive justice would serve no purpose. It is far more appropriate in a case such as this to rehabilitate a man who is no longer a danger to society. What's more, Finn Kelly's post-traumatic stress after a horrible incident as a young man should be taken into account when considering his sentence. The court will hear about a normal child who endured a shocking ordeal which fundamentally changed him. However, the man that sits before us today has no recollection of that ordeal. Thus, in his mind, he never became the psychopath that committed these crimes he's being charged with. Statements from medical experts, family, and even some of the people regarded as Finn Kelly's victims
She'll be when she needs to.
will support the argument that a custodial sentence is far more likely to do him harm than good.
Hey,
Thought you'd been caught.
less time I'm around Finn, the better. Mark suggested that I just go in and read out my statement. Thank you for not telling him about the baby. I'm so sorry for what it's done to our friendship.
So am I.
I miss you, and I really need you.
I'm worried about you, Ellie.
Yeah, I know you are, and I'm so lucky to have you as my friend, and you're so caring and understanding. I don't want that to change.
Yeah. I don't accept what you're doing, okay? But I am still here. And that means I'm still gonna pull you up on something if I think it's called for.
Fair enough.
When we were held captive in Colombia, Finn kept me calm. Kept saying that we were going to be okay. But I could see it in his eyes. He was just as scared as I was. On the second day, they blindfolded me. I didn't know why. I just remember Finn screaming at them and begging them not to hurt me. The next thing I know, I'm on a plane free. My parents paid the ransom for me, but not for Finn. What I went through for a couple of days, Finn went through for the next 6 months. Knowing that our own mother had left him.
Would you tell us what happened after you returned home?
When Finn was finally freed and came home, he was different. Everything the prosecutor described started then. He wasn't like that before. The guilt I felt was huge. And it was too hard to stay in contact. I'm sorry for what he did to all of you. I know the Finn I grew up with is sorry too. His medical condition has erased the damage that's been done to him. He deserves a second chance. He's suffered enough.
Thank you, Sean.
There's no way the judge is going to fall for this load of crap, is she?
I don't know.
Oh, it's a dead-set sob story. Of course, his little brother's going to stick up forever.
Yeah, well, don't worry. The victim impact statements will tell a different story.
Yeah. When I read out what Xanthe has to say, they'll put him away forever.
The head injuries Mr. Kelly suffered during his ordeal in Colombia were significant.
Significant enough to cause the aneurysm that formed in his brain?
Yes, they were the direct cause.
Can a head injury that severe lead to changes in someone's behaviour?
Certainly.
Is it your diagnosis that this is what happened to Finn?
It's possible, But ultimately, I believe Mr. Kelly's destructive behaviour was the result of the trauma he endured from his capture and prolonged torture.
So what you're saying is Finn wasn't born with psychopathic tendencies?
No, I don't believe he was. There is some evidence that psychopathy can be genetic, but in this case, I have no doubt the condition was triggered by the trauma Mr. Kelly suffered.
Thank you, Doctor. I just have one more question. You've examined my client extensively. Do you believe he is currently suffering from retrograde amnesia?
I've overseen many tests on Mr. Kelly. The diagnosis of amnesia is conclusive.
So everything that's happened to him since 2007
Has been completely erased from his mind. He has no memory of anything between 2007 and waking up from his recent coma.
So just to clarify, what you're saying is that the Finn Kelly that sits before us today never experienced the horrific events that led to his psychopathic behaviour?
That's exactly right. In my opinion, Mr. Kelly is no longer a threat or any danger to the people around him.
Thank you again for your time.
It's all gonna come down to us.
My name is Xanthi Canning. Finn Kelly was my teacher and my mentor during the most important year of my life. He was someone I trusted, and he almost killed me. When Finn didn't get what he wanted, he spent months planning to get his revenge on me and my friends and my family. He drove into me like my life meant nothing. He saw my face, saw the fear in my eyes, and he didn't stop. I now suffer seizures that I'll have for the rest of my life because of what he did. You're not fooling anyone, you're disgusting.
Canning.
You almost took my daughter away from me. She'll never be the same again. This man might get his memory back. He's going to recover from his injuries. But my daughter will never be the same again.
Thank you, Mr. Canning.
No, I'm not finished. So what if he doesn't remember the stuff he's done? You've probably put away heaps of drunks too blind to remember their crimes.
I will take that into consideration.
Well, the only thing that will come close to him making amends for what he's done is to lock him up for the rest of his life.
I've read these statements before, but hearing them out loud.
Stay strong. There's been no surprises so far. It's a good thing.
It's hard not to be moved by Xanthi's statement.
It was certainly difficult to listen to.
Just don't be disappointed if things don't turn out the way you want.
I know. I'm not trying to diminish what happened to Xanthi or anyone. I just have to do what I think's right.
I understand.
Susan Kennedy.
I'm one of Finn Kelly's victims, so I understand firsthand the negative impact that Finn's had on many lives, including mine and my family's. So I don't take lightly what I'm about to say. I believe the Finn Kelly sitting in front of me today is not the same person who committed those crimes. Physically, yes, but emotionally, psychologically, no. I look at Finn today and I see a boy. A terrified 19-year-old boy who would be irreparably damaged if he was sent to jail.
And what about the damage that he has done to us?
Order!
As hard as it's been, and it has been one of the hardest things I've ever had to do in my life, I have come to terms with what happened to Finn and how that turned him into the person who did these terrible things.
She is hanging us out to dry.
I'm not trying to deny anyone's pain, and nothing can change what happened. But I truly believe that sending him to jail would be unjust and inhumane. And I'm hoping instead that some understanding and compassion will be what finally heals us all.
Thanks for walking me home.
Yeah, no worries. You haven't spoken about the hearing much. You feeling ready?
Yeah, I'm just gonna have a shower, go over my notes one last time.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Just speak from the heart.
Hopefully that's enough.
Hey, remember that time on Korea's Day you wanted me to speak to your students and that advice you gave me?
Not really.
Don't underestimate yourself.
Did I say that?
Something like that. But hey, look, you've got this, okay?
The outcome of the hearing's fairly obvious. I mean, Imogen's a great lawyer, but with the charges against Finn, as well as Xanthi and B's statements, yeah, he's definitely going to jail.
Are you trying to find a reason not to go?
No, the thought of having to look him in the eye and say what I have to say.
Why don't I come with you?
To court?
Yeah. Yeah, a bit of moral support never hurt anyone.
I'd really love that, thank you.
Of course. Just call me when you're ready. Okay.
Beatrix Nelson.
Just look at me. Anytime you need. Show me you're strong.
Take your time, Miss Nielsen.
The first words Finn Kelly said to me when we met were a lie. He drew me in and he played on my weaknesses and he proposed to me. None of it was real. My Auntie Susan is right. Yesterday, Finn Kelly risked his life to save 2 other people. The man I knew and the man who hurt me would never have done that in a million years. Punishing him wouldn't bring me closure. I don't think he should go to jail.
Where did that come from?
I think it's good that the judge called a recess.
Yeah, gives the room time to digest everything.
Yeah.
Well, not everything. Just my backflip.
Yeah, that did surprise everyone. Ned didn't take a while.
What the hell have you done?
Yeah, now's not the time, Gary.
You let him get under your skin. You've probably stuffed the whole case.
She just did what was right for her.
Oh, what is right is for that mongrel to rot in jail. Now, you have thrown my Xanthi and everyone else under the bus, including yourself.
Gary, I'm sorry. I didn't mean
What happens to Finn is up to the judge. Got nothing to do with B or anyone else.
So she has just made it easy for him to walk.
What was my #1 rule when I was your mentor?
A recess is a recess is a recess.
And yet here you are poring over your closing statement, just like I would be. I have to say, this isn't an easy case. It'll look good on your CV.
Depending on how it goes.
Irrespective of that, whatever my ruling, you've left nothing on the table. Be proud of yourself.
Thank you.
You and Jim would have gotten on like a house on fire.
Yeah, Dad's told me the same thing. I just wish I was around when he was still alive.
How is Paul?
He's moved in with Terese.
Oh, back on Ramsay Street. I think that'll be good for him.
Yeah, I hope so. How do you think the case is going?
Oh, I try and distance myself from these things as much as possible, apart from provide my medical opinions.
Well, neurology is fascinating. A diagnosis can be hard to pin down, but you managed to reach a definitive conclusion.
Pengilly is an interesting subject. I know you've been across his assessment and treatment, but I could take you through the details if you're interested.
I'd love that, yeah.
Have you thought about specialising?
Yeah, I have, in a different field, but it didn't work out.
Maybe you chose the wrong field. I saw you while I was giving my statement. Maybe neurology or psychiatry could be a good fit for you.
I'm starting to think the same thing.
You left before we had a chance to talk.
Yeah, what happened in there?
I changed my mind.
Just like that?
Everything Finn has done since he's woken up and everything I've learned, it all came together today. Ned, he is different.
He's different. What about everything that he did to you?
I can't make excuses for that. But I get it now.
I've seen how you look at him.
Ned!
Is it because you still think you got some sort of connection with him?
No! No! Look, people assumed that I was going to get up there and try and put him in jail for what he did. I assumed it.
Yeah, because he deserves it.
But he doesn't. Not anymore. I'd just be taking revenge to make myself feel better.
What about everybody else?
Well, it's not what everybody wanted, but I didn't do it for other people. I did what I thought was right.
What if you're not right? I mean, what if that monster hurts someone again? You're going to be able to live with yourself?
Hey, how are you feeling?
Yeah, I'll let you know in about half an hour.
How's it all going?
Hard to tell. Both sides have argued well. I suppose it'll come down to how much weight the judge gives to the victim statements. I know we're on different sides, but I do get how hard this is going to be for you, so you just tell your truth. That's all you can do.
Thank you.
Hey, we should take a seat. Have you been here the whole time?
Yeah, it's fascinating. Beverly concluded that Finn no longer has psychopathic tendencies and doesn't pose a threat to the community, but to others...
Yeah, that's all they seen him.
Hey, do you guys know where Elly is?
Yeah, she came with me. She was here a second ago.
You know she's listed to speak next, yeah?
Oh, all right, I'll go grab her. Yeah.
All rise.
She's not answering her phone. I have left messages. She's an important witness.
Well, unless she has a valid reason for not being here.
I'm sure she has.
All right, step back, Counselor. In the absence of Elly Brennan, I'm adjourning this hearing until after the Easter break.
Is she still on the list, Your Honour?
I'm willing to hear her statement if she's prepared to give it before I make my ruling. This court is adjourned.
All rise.
So where is she?
I don't know. She was here before.
You had a word in her ear, did you?
She texted me earlier. I haven't heard since.
Maybe she's having second thoughts.
About a statement?
Or about changing it, like her sister did.
Hey. Hey, Elly. You okay? I've been trying to call you. What's up?
Sorry, I had to get out of there.
Are you okay? Is it the baby?
No, the baby's fine. It's just... That guy who was in there, the guy standing next to Finn. I have to know why he was there.
It's Finn's brother.
He's a brother.
Yeah, he's just here for support. His testimony won't make a difference.
You don't understand.
Understand what, Elly? Why has this got you so upset?
That's the guy I was telling you about, the guy. The guy I slept with.
What?
Finn's brother is the father of my child.